Well, good evening, all my little bun-buns. You know, it has actually been an age since I recorded one of these talking videos, so welcome back to my desk. Uh, you may have seen more coming up over the last 2 months, mostly thoughts videos that have been stacked up and waiting to come up, and there's still more of those. Just, uh, I've been a little more cautious in uploading anything that I haven't had the content to replace with on a day-to-day basis. So basically, if I, over the last 2 months, had recorded a full suit video that day, I uploaded a full suit video. If I did not record a full suit video, I uploaded a thoughts video. So I was doing my best to not drain the well, as it were, for, rainy days happen, and days when I can't record, etc., etc. So, yeah, been a bit for a thought. This is the first night that my sister and her boyfriend have actually been out of the house together, really, and I've had alone time in a little over 2 months. So, state of the fluff. State of the fluff! Yay! Um, Tomorrow's the official day that they are taking the last of their furniture out of here and are staying in their apartment from then on out. As of last night, her boyfriend already slept in the apartment on the floor. I think he thinks we're mad at him. That's what I've gathered. That's why he didn't sleep here, and I'm not. I don't know how that's. I'm not sure. He was in the house briefly here a few moments ago before I started recording, and I was nice at him. He barely spoke with me. He was just being grumpy that she should hurry. So I guess he's mad at me, or he thinks I'm mad at him. I'm not sure which. Either way, 13 pieces of furniture. That's like per item left to take out of this house. That includes 3 total mattresses, 2 box springs, and a partridge in a pear tree, a washer and a dryer, and some other stuff. And then over to Javi's house to get the rest of the stuff. So this is going to be interesting. I think my pocket's going off. I was going to wait till after I'm done with this because I can't get to that. um, yeah. So it's been an interesting 2 months, to say the least. Now, as this began, we have owned this house for 3 years and 3/4, give or take. And we're right up now, coming up at 4 total years at the end of officially July 7th is the anniversary of signing the paper and getting the key. So yeah, we've had the space to ourselves for an age. We've had guests stay over for a night or two, and a couple of times longer than we would have liked, like times that family members have stayed for 2 weeks, and we wanted them to go home. But this was about a week over 2 months that we've had house guests, which means I have lacked a lot of privacy space for, well, all that time. That's been a little bit not as fun. I don't mind seeing my sister. I tolerate her boyfriend. And he doesn't subscribe to my videos, so he'll never see this. And for a lot of interesting reasons, they took up a lot more space than a single guest would. So I lost both the spare bedroom, which is where I was expecting they would both sleep, but that's not the case. He doesn't sleep in the same room with her, so I was giving them the family room, our second living room, as a place where they could both hang out and exist. And that's turned into where his bedroom was, and where he got to exist. So she existed out in the regular living room. most of the free time, and worked in our kitchen. So we didn't have to be super quiet in the kitchen or anything for her working. We did have to be super quiet in the kitchen during any of his work days because that's where he was. The next room was over where he's sleeping because he started working second shift shortly after getting here, meaning he was wanting to sleep just up until he was working. He's up until 3 p.m. We had to be quiet in our kitchen. Goody. So I have to be quiet in my kitchen. My family room is busy. My living room is busy any of the times that I'm off. My computer room is not busy, and that's where Autumn and I both had to exist. So we have effectively two people getting 90% of our downstairs, both living rooms and the kitchen effectively. And we are stuck in one room, this room. It's not a bad room. It's bigger than our living room was even in our apartment, but we own a house now. Why are we the ones trapped in our own small space? And there's about a million things I don't want to wear out doing videos when my sister's there. Yes, it was nice to have a camera person there to press record and tilt the screen up and down when she was paying attention. But it also limited what I could do and what I could wear, and what I could talk about. Because even if my sister's like okay with a lot of stuff, there's a lot of things that if it starts to push personal space buttons, special things buttons, it's a lot harder to do any of those things when your actual sister is sitting in front of you. She can watch it on video later, that's fine. I don't like doing any of that stuff in front of her when I can see her. It's kind of one of those separation of space. I can say whatever I want on these videos, and I don't hear or see anyone else directly reacting to them. And that's usually for the best. That way I can be me to the extreme without hearing the reaction till later, which means it doesn't affect performance throughout. And it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable throughout as I'm trying to, do other parts. So some things will be back to normal, as it were, after that. Yes, it does mean I will have trouble doing things like being Guillemon or Mewtwo in full suit with the shoulder pads on and all. That's okay. I can still do those after Autumn's off work or on both of our days off, which we still have two of those every week. We have free time. And I have other suits I can wear besides Guillemon. I did my best to wear him as much as possible when I had a pair of hands here to help me get into him and to press record. So there is that. I have that covered. Also, during this whole time, because of where his bed was and where his stuff all was, I could not get to my Lego table or my fabric cutting area or my gluing area, which is also the fabric cutting area. So I couldn't do any fursuit repairs or any sewing projects whatsoever. I was basically jam stuck on all of that. And I have a couple things that need repairs that I've come across, and I just can't deal with that because I couldn't get to the space. He isn't even sleeping here anymore, but I still can't get to that space because there's a pair of mattresses sitting in front of my cutting table still. So I can't do that until even tomorrow night when I get back home from helping them move the rest of their stuff. Yay! Yay! Now, there have definitely been a lot of bumps and bruises in the process of having company over effectively for 2 straight months. That's kind of understandable. As the old saying goes, what stinks after 3 days? Fish and guests. And that's way past 3 days. This was 11 weeks. Yeah, I believe 11, might have even been 12. Either way, it's a long time. Because it was the last weekend of March, either the 27th or 28th, whatever that Saturday was. until today, which is, well, tomorrow, which will be the 12th of June. 12th of June, I believe. Calendars are not my strong suit, and I can't see the date. I have my glasses in the other room because I'm first head on fluffy, stuff like that. Uh, um, yeah, so there had definitely been a lot of bumps and bruises along the way. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I think he thinks we hate him, and maybe he hates us now. I'm not sure. My sister doesn't hate me, and I don't hate either of them. Uh, yeah, fun times. Fun times. But yeah, I'll get back to doing other things I hadn't been doing. Ballet videos, Minnie Mouse will probably come on screen. These are a couple of things I did not want to do in front of my sister because that's a little bit more revealing in the getting dressed process. And I prefer not to show off my personal space to my sister that much. Or to be walking around in tights in front of my sister. Yeah, she does not get to see my legs in, nylon. Uh, um, yeah, so it's been interesting. We're both definitely looking forward to, all the personal space after this weekend's over, or halfway after this weekend's over, because we get our place back by the end of Saturday night. So from there on, I can go to my Lego section. We can cut fabric. We can both sit in the living room whenever we want to, and we can, you know, be not completely dressed in any room at any given time and not have to feel uncomfortable. We can leave the bathroom door open when we're peeing again. Yes, that actually makes a difference, to be honest. Just walking in to take a pee, I feel like it's a waste of energy to shut the door. Just to have to open it right back up again, because I'm only going in there as long as to pee. I don't need to worry about that extra step. That just seems silly to me. I still wash my hands and all, but I don't shut the door. There's two guys living here. We're married. We've seen each other's stuff once or twice. After the first 2 weeks ish, she did start cooking most of the time, twice a week. That did help, but only the fact that normally when it was just the two of us, I would cook mostly something big on Monday and something big on Thursday, so that I had leftovers on Tuesday and Friday. My phone keeps going off. I wonder if it's Pokemon raids or if someone's actually trying to message me. Again, we'll find out after this video's over. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, cooking. And besides the fact that if there are 4 people in the house, we need to make dinner 5 times in a week, not 2.5. We have to have more fresh foods available for each given day. More meat meat for each of the 5 days. For really, Wednesday's weird for us, but in general, something to cook on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, as opposed to just something to cook on Monday and Thursday. So, fridge-wise, has been a backlog of clogged up space. That and leftovers, if we get takeout from, say, the Chinese place, fills the fridge when it's 4 people's worth of stuff left over in there, and you're just fighting to find out what your stuff is. Things keep getting lost. Extra people means extra types of condiments and toppings and things they have in the fridge. So we had things like a bottle of ketchup in our fridge, which we never have. A different kind of salsa, this thing, that thing. She had ranch in my fridge. Ew. Sour cream. Other stuff that neither of us really ever use, and now we have it in the fridge taking up space. It does make it harder to deal with and finding something you're trying to actually find in the fridge. And my freezer was muchly filled up with stupid frozen pre-prepared things because he mostly likes to eat frozen pre-prepared stuff, especially things like chicken sandwiches that are already in buns. But he doesn't like those buns, so he takes them off of those buns and puts them in other buns. Why get the ones that are in buns if you're not going to eat the buns? Just buy a big bag of Tyson chicken patties. We do that. I don't have a problem with that. I have those in the freezer right now. I like them. Most of the time I like the unbreaded ones better. But barbecue sauce on both of them anyway, so I mean, options. I will say I can at least get to my Legos as of tonight, so if I want to go and work on my railroad track, I can finally do that. I have tried my best to still de-stress by building some Legos. By the end of about the 5th week, though, I had to stop because I had no space to put them. You can't really see this from your angle as your camera is coming at me from my farthest left monitor. But to the left of there is the empty chunk of desk, which is where I build Legos at. And, well, that's where they all are. 5 weeks worth of sets that I put together. And till just now, couldn't get to my Lego table to take them in to add them to the city. So as each week would grow, there was a little less space to build on to make the next Lego set. And I was actually have things stacked. I have buildings stacked on top of buildings that I could, just to make it so they're all on the table. But I ran out of space to keep building, and I have 2 big sets sitting behind me. I have the modular police station and the Creator Edition blacksmith shop that came out this year. I am so anxious to put both of those together, but when you have about, I don't know, a tissue box size space left of desk, you can't go opening an expert level Lego, because even just one bag set of that, I need most of this free space just to get it put out. So yeah, couldn't do those for the last few weeks, and they have been like staring at me. And I got some track changer things for the track, so I can run my train out onto the second table and have an offshoot for where the freight train parks. The freight train got finished just before they got here. It was on the tracks. The last part of it, the control tower, is still on my desk. I haven't gotten to get in there since then. Yeah. And both the Disney train and the freight train are sitting on the single loop of track just for them to be somewhere until I got my track changers in so I could switch that out. But I didn't get those till after he was here, so I couldn't get to my table to do that. Nope. Whew. Yeah. Dishes got done off much more often, which means we run the dishwasher pretty much every day. He is apparently scared to use a towel a second time, so the 2 of them were doing a couple loads of laundry, if not more, every single week, which it's really tied up my laundry room. We tend to do 2 loads of laundry every month, maybe every 3 weeks, maybe every month, depending on how long till we get around to it, till the laundry basket gets full. And yeah, my laundry room is busy and making noise next to my computer room almost at least once a week for many hours. It's annoying. We have done laundry all of once since I got here. We really need to do laundry right now. There's quite a mountain there. But with as much traffic as there is in our laundry room, it's hard to find time and space for our laundry to go in there. So I'm fighting for space. Was fighting for space in my cleaning space, fighting for space in my fridge, fighting for space in my freezer, fighting for space to get to my stuff. And yeah, I'm happy they're going to be not here after tomorrow morning. Uh, it's going to be an interesting weekend dealing with that. But I definitely see us having some serious downtime on Sunday. Once we have the house all to ourselves, no one here but us, we are definitely going to have some serious relaxing. I am good for this. Uh, yeah, it's been an adventure, and though I did promise many years ago I was going to let her stay here while she shop for an apartment, I didn't expect it to take 2 months. But at least it's happened. It's over. And we get our space back. And maybe he hates me, or he thinks I hate him. I don't know. Honestly, I don't care that much. Yeah. Well, that's what's happened over the last few weeks, and why I haven't got too many extra talking videos every night. But don't worry, we'll be getting back to normality here. Uh, Not really this coming week. This coming week is already, I know, going to be a bad week of work. So there may be some holes in my schedule, but I'll make sure something gets uploaded. So don't worry, I'll at least have video uploaded hopefully every day as best I can, unless I absolutely forget. I'm doing my best here, guys. Okay, I'm still trying. But I'll do my best to upload at least a video per day and keep y'all busy. All right. This bun's going to bun off. I hope you're all having a fluffy day. I hope you're keeping cool and doing your things. Personal space is a very important part of your life, and I don't know how to say it, but I missed it. I'm happy I'm about to have it back. I might babble on about this more again, but we'll leave it there. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the little dingly bell, and it'll let you know if I make new videos, post them up. You'll probably hear it every day, because I like to make videos go up every day. And of course, my Patreon link and my Coffee link are in the description box below. I appreciate every bit people put in there. They do put carrots in this bunny's belly and help me make you better videos. For now, Daisy's going to sign off, and I'll see you all again on the next video.